Hey, how's it going, everyone? Pogo Science here. Thank you so much once again for stopping on by. I appreciate it. So we're gonna go ahead and test out a new Pokemon today, Absol. I just got Absol a few days ago. Been playing it pretty much non-stop, and I just want to show you guys how absolutely dominating this guy is. Oh my gosh, perhaps one of the best attackers in the game, in my opinion. So we'll be running Psycho Cut and Night Slash as the movesets. It does have other viable moves as well, like Sucker Punch, which I will test out eventually. But for today, we're actually going to show two battles, you guys. Two battles, ranked battles in Masters right now. And I'm sitting around 1170, I think, or so, MMR right now. So we'll be running Absol in the first game alongside, looks like a Blastoise, a Venusaur, a Greninja, and a Sylveon. So we'll see what we can do. Our opponents don't have a true tank. I think Blissey, essentially, they're gonna have to be their tank, and then they're pretty squishy team. They have a lot of speedsters, Greninja, Lucario, Zeora, and then they have a Charizard in the back as well. So I think if we gank a lot, we can do really well and squish all those three speedsters you see right there. And then for Absol, we'll be running Buddy Barrier, Score Shield. I think Scope Lens is my third item. I need to go ahead and double check that. Maybe I'll confirm in the description below. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe for Pogo Science. That would be really, really appreciated. As I mentioned earlier, this is a double feature, so sit back and enjoy. I played these two games back to back as well. So just to show you guys how good Absol can be, and man, I've been racking up a lot of kills with this guy. The key thing is try to be the jungler at the start of the game. That means going mid, just so you can rank up, level up as soon as you can, because you'll get to Night Slash at level 5, and then you won't get to the next one, Psycho Cut, until level 8. So you have to constantly farm whenever you can. As you see right there, I'm going to go to mid right now and chase after this little pup. One thing I noticed is that when you use Feint, I realized afterwards that I should attack it once with a basic attack, and then that will cause the little pup to start moving, and then catch up to it using Feint. I realized that's the better strategy to go, because the little pup is actually kind of fast, I realized. So you definitely don't want to be like too far behind, or else you can't even hit it with basic attacks. So we're going to go ahead and keep farming away, take care of the Ludicolo first, and then I always immediately go to the next heavy hitter farm, which will be the Buffalo right there. And then from there, usually I examine the map. You can see the little mini map up there. We have two red enemies kind of swarming around the goal a little bit, so I'm going to head top and help out there in case they need me. I don't see anyone on bottom, so I think that bottom lane is probably doing all right. And we actually get a kill from the Squirtle. It looks like we're actually going to be in pursuit right now. So in goes the Absol. We're going to go ahead and just score, get some XP right away. We have a tank right here, so I feel pretty confident. I kind of look around to see if anyone's around or see if there's any farm I can take. Unfortunately, there wasn't any until the bees came, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of the bees. And we take out the Froakie right there with no help from my end, of course. And I try to sneak in a score. I can't, but now the Blissey is kind of fighting 2-on-1. So I'm going to go ahead and try to attack it. Bulbasaur was trying to score there instead of attacking it. So I realized that a little too late. So now I realize we have to retreat. Even though it's a 2-on-1, Blissey's full health, and also they're just sitting on their home goal, healing up anyway. So it's not a good idea to try to fight 2-on-1, and then their teammate might be approaching and returning real soon. So we're at the pretty much 2 minutes into the game right now. I see Froakie trying to score. I'm going to leave Bulbasaur and War Turtle to try to take care of that. Because the goal with Absol is that you have to constantly farm, and I see too much precious farm in the middle right here to just go ahead and try to get kills. I'd rather get the freebies, right? And I see a lot of activity on bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and try to call an attack. I see right there, I call an attack to tell my teammates, please push. And we're going to go ahead and see if we take out of the Charmeleon. Yes, we do with the Night Slash. So with Night Slash, the one thing you guys have to know for anyone that hasn't used Night Slash before, is that essentially there's two moves. If the first time you hit Night Slash, if it hits an enemy or a wild Pokemon, you're granted a second move. You see right there against the Buffalo, you hit the Night Slash and then you hit it again. So keep that in mind, you guys. Sometimes I forget that I have two moves on the Night Slash. So once you hit the Ludicolo, hit it again, right there, boom, see? And does a ton of damage. It goes in a straight line like a dash. So you can even use Night Slash as a dash also if you need to get away from an enemy. So I love moves where you can use it for offense and defense as well. So we're gonna go ahead and we have Psycho Cut now. So watch Psycho Cut. So what Psycho Cut does is that you hit an enemy once, it marks them with this little X as you see, and then once you hit them, you can hit them 3 more times and it'll do increased damage for your basic attacks. So that's huge, you guys. So I always like Psycho Cutting and then Night Slashing. Watch. So I'm gonna go ahead and Night Slash just to catch up, and then use my ult to try to take care of the Z-Aura, because Z-Aura is just so deadly. I just want to take care of at least one of them, get the man advantage, force your other enemy to retreat, which is what Charmeleon did there, or Lucario did right there, excuse me. And then the Lucario is a little late trying to steal the farm right there. We end up taking it out. And let's see if we can catch up to someone. I'm trying to see if I can catch up to that Lucario. We marked the Lucario and Charmeleon already, but I'm going to go ahead and just score this. We have a lot of points. We could break the goal, perhaps. Oh, not quite. The Venusaur will need a score here, and then maybe we could break the goal. Yeah, there we go. And we break the goal. Huge. So I always love taking care of the bottom goal first. It's one of those things I try to prioritize, because if you take out the bottom goal, it'll be easier to take out the second Dreadnought later. Because your opponents don't have that home base to run back to, right, if they get in trouble. So people are less confident to attack. So we see 2 enemies kind of hanging no man's land here. I'm going to try to take care of at least 1 or 2 of them here. And then we go down. So I was trying to attack the Z-Aura, or at least focus on it. And we got them both actually pretty low, but we couldn't take them all out. But we end up having an advantage, because 3 of their teammates end up dying, so it was definitely worth the trade-off, right? So Charizard looks like he's scoring bottom right now. We're just go ahead and let him score the 22. That's not a big deal. I just want to keep farming, and I'll keep emphasizing this throughout this video, is that the goal is to always constantly farm, never settle. Just keep on attacking, keep on attacking. I'm already at level 11. Which I'm pretty confident is probably one of the highest levels in this current game right now. So I feel pretty confident in a one-on-one setting that I can take out anyone. Maybe in a one-on-two is a little more scary, but in a one-on-one setting, I feel confident I can approach someone and take them out. So I'm going to keep farming up, trying to just stack it on, right? And usually by the end of the match, you should be at level 15. Even in a game that you're about to lose, I feel like you should be pretty close to level 15. Because your job as a jungler, if you go mid, is that you should have the highest level by the end of the game. And I think level 15 is definitely attainable, especially if you play well enough. So I see the Charizard kind of look like he was kind of not really committing to attacking or retreating. So we actually trap him. And our enemy actually is going to try to take Dreadnought. I think they do. So great job on their end, as we were distracted by the Charizard actually. So Charizard actually played a purpose right there. I'm going to try to take care of this Z-Aura if I can. Oh no, couldn't. Z-Aura taking me out. So Z-Aura doing a great job there. Looks like Sylveon's trying to run away from Lucario to the best it can. Venusaur is farming the bees. We did take Rotom up top, so up top though. So we actually traded Dreadnought for Rotom. So we kind of did the opposite of what happened earlier. So at least you get a consolation there, right? The worst thing in the world is to lose Dreadnought and Rotom. But one thing I do like about taking Rotom a lot is that it forces your enemy to focus on taking it out. And taking out a Rotom does take up some time, you guys. And that's precious time that they could have been using to farm, precious time they could have been using to score or get a kill. So Rotom does play a role, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can go mid right now and help out. I saw a lot of activity, so I'm a little late to the party, but it seemed like we were able to clear mid pretty well. So we know we have a man advantage. If anyone approaches, we can take them out. Watch what I do here. I'm actually going to just camp here a little bit. There's no farm around. There's no need to reveal yourself when there's no farm around. Might as well just wait and see what goes on. See, we watched the Z-Aura hit mid, and now we're going to go ahead and triple team it right now. They took out the Venusaur really quick. That's how strong this Z-Aura is, by the way. This is a Z-Aura that took me out earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and try to help out Sylveon. We can't. So now we use Night Slash as a defensive purpose right now. And we actually try to get away with Night Slash. And we do. I try to bait the Charizard to get a little bit closer. And he kind of hung back a little bit. So I decided just might as well just retreat all the way now. I was actually going to consider trying to go for a kill right there on the Charizard. But since he hung back just enough, I didn't want to pursue him. And end up going down. So especially so close to the 2-minute mark, I feel like we're winning based on what I believe in my mind during this time, even though all the goals are up for both sides. I'm liking where my level's at. I know I have 50 balls and Sylveon has 50 balls, so we can definitely be threats for the end game. So no need to die there and lose half your balls, right? So I see Blissey down there. No one's going to take Dreadnought within the next 5 seconds. So I actually try to pursue this Blissey a little bit, at least get it to retreat back a bit. And we do, so that's good. So now we head towards mid. It's a close battle, so it's very, very close right now. It's really still anyone's game. It really comes down to Zapdos. So I'm trying to let our tank Blastoise initiate, and I can see right there the tank did initiate. So I'm going to go in now. I'm going to go in, try to get some kills. I use my Unite right now and do a ton of damage, you guys. That Unite move is so good. So we actually do take out 3 of the enemies right off the bat. And we're going to go ahead and pressure the Zapdos. We take out a 4th one right there as well. So I'm kind of scoping around, trying to figure out where the 5th guy is, but it doesn't matter. We take out the Zapdos, and watch what I do here. I have 50 balls. We're all scattering. I see Venusaur going top a little too late, so my points don't mean anything now. So I have to find a way to go mid to score. And then the Venusaur, once again, I did not see that. The Venusaur took a very interesting route. They actually went into the sand, which is something I would preface by saying, like, when you go into the sand, your speed actually decreases. So if you're actually trying to get away from someone, you should stay on the lanes, because the lanes actually have normal speed while the sand actually slows you down. So when Venusaur was trying to escape from the Charizard, he actually tried to go on the lane way, which is what I thought he would do. Instead, he went sand, and then the Charizard just ran into me and then realized, yeah, there's no point of attacking the guy with no balls, right? So I'll just attack the guy. So watch another tip right there. You see up top, that Corphish moving around? That means someone's up there. So you know someone's going top. So of course you can see it on the map as well, but that's another little tip for you guys. Pogo Science tip of the video. Let me know in the comment section if that helps or not. So when you see the little wild Pokemon moving around, you can kind of tell it's probably not one of our teammates doing that, right? So we take out a Zora I see right there, and then the Greninja's trying to score. I'm not too scared. Even if they score the 14 points here, it's not going to be enough. And then we have some backup from our own Greninja. And then we're going to go ahead and take it out. So a great game from the teammates. I think the team I played with was really strong. And notice that we hit level 15, which is really good. Exactly what you have to do as a jungler. You should be gaining as much XP as possible, you guys. I can't emphasize that enough. So definitely gain as much XP as you can. As you see, all of us scoring a lot of points at me, actually. I only had 56, but I had 16 assists, you guys. And I factor into like 17 of the kills. So that's pretty good. And it was a very close game. Actually, we were slightly behind right before Zapdos, I think. And then once we took Zapdos, it was all she wrote. So, and we did a great job with the end game, kind of ganking at the right moments. And that's why I tell people you have to have a tank, a natural tank. I feel like Blissey is not good enough as a tank. I feel you should have a natural one. And so we're gonna go ahead and hop into our second match right away. I cut off some of the intro because I don't want to make this video too long. So we're gonna hop right into the second battle. As you see right there, I'm playing Absol again. We have Charmander, Bulbasaur, Sweenup, and Hot Trash is Jigglypuff. You don't see many Wigglies anymore, do you? So that's very interesting that people are playing, seeing a teammate play Wiggly here. So we're gonna go ahead and farm mid again. That's our role, and see what we can do. We gain Slash and Faint right away, which is really, really nice to have. And then we're gonna go ahead and take out the Ludicolo. We're already at level 4. We're looking awesome right now. Go ahead and take the Buffalont next. Go ahead and just spam these moves, you guys. There's not a whole lot of tactic, but just one thing I always tell people when they go mid is that your job is to help the top and the bottom, not just one. So keep an eye out on the minimap at all times, even while you're farming. Like when you're farming, there's no need to really look at the wild Pokemon. You have a general idea where they're at already. Looking at the minimap is way more beneficial, so you can gain information for right after you're done farming, right? And also you want to be there for your teammates. So try not to have tunnel vision when you're in charge of jungling at the start. Make sure that you're supporting both the top and bottom lane. Watch how I'm like going from top to bottom. I'm not sticking to one lane at any time, right? So I'm gonna go bottom now. Top seems like they're fine. And I'm gonna see if I can snag one of these last berries and then help out. Oh, watch this, you guys. Taking out the Squirtle, taking out the Lucario. Night, sleep tight. Double kill with just the same move. And slash, a nice slash. The second move is so deadly for getting a speed advantage. So I think that's how we got the 2 kills there. We're gonna go ahead and farm up the neutral farm right now, which is great. That's why getting double kills are huge, because you can take up a lot of these farm. And watch Lucario, so ballsy, trying to score again. Just 3 points. It's not worth it to score 3 points, in my opinion, especially when you're outnumbered and you're risking one of your teammates. And that's what they do. What Lucario did essentially. Lucario essentially risked Squirtle's life to try to score 3 points. So it's definitely not worth it. We're going to go ahead and do a lot more damage. And we're going to go ahead and take out the Lucario one more time. Yeah, Night Slash. Nice Slash does a great job of going around walls too. So it's a great move to have to get away from people if you need to. And attack in a circular way. So Ziora is now bottom. Ziora was top earlier. So we're going to go ahead and hang around a little bit longer. I'm watching the action, and then I see, okay, the action is pretty much clear now. I'm going to go back to jungling again. Watch this, you guys. I'm headed back to the Ludicolo. So don't waste time, you guys. One thing I notice a lot that people tend to do is they forget that they're jungling. It's your job, right? So when you don't kill these buffaloes and these Ludicolos, you're not doing your job. Because your teammates is relying on you to take all that farm, while if you're just focusing on taking the farm of the laners, then they're never going to level up. So it's your job to make sure that you at least take the farms that should belong to you, and you're leveling up as soon as you can. So this War Turtle, speaking of level up, is only level 6 though, and we're level 9. We're way ahead of everyone else right now because we've been farming, right? We've been farming a lot. So I'm going to keep farming. Wouldn't mind if one of my teammates took one of this, because I don't really need it right now. And we see it's a 3-on-3 on bottom. I was hoping one of my teammates would come bottom so we can have the mana advantage. I use my ult right here to try to get a kill. I always like to try to go for kills during these melees, get the first kill, because if you guys ever watch those MMA matches, it's called like 5-on-5. If you ever look it up, I think it's somewhere in Europe, where pretty much whoever dies first on their team pretty much leaves their teammates in such a bad shape that it's pretty much game over, right? You never come back from a one-man disadvantage. And that's not always true with Pokemon Unite, but I would say that most of the time, if your teammate dies first in an even matchup, say like a 4-on-4 matchup, and one of your teammates die first, you're leaving your other 3 teammates to fight 3-on-4, and it's very hard to regain that advantage, or even break even sometimes. Unless you get the kill like right immediately after you die or something like that. So very important to try to get the first kill during melees, I've noticed. So I sometimes will use my ult to try to get that man advantage, because sure, I'm using the Unite just for 1 kill, but it could lead to more than 1 kill, right? If we can wipe them out perhaps, and perhaps get a lot of farm that are left behind. So we're going to go ahead and head bottom again. I feel top is secure for now. I'm going to go ahead and let my teammates get those bees while I take these neutral farm, which everyone's just ignoring this entire game. I'm like just feasting right now on all this fresh farm, all this fresh crab meat right now. I'm going to go ahead and get up to level 11, on our way to level 12 soon. I see Lucario right there trying to fight 1-on-3 again. Not a good idea. We break the goal, so Lucario now definitely don't have any defense on his side. So we're going to see if we can score here. 40 points is 40 points. So I wouldn't mind just scoring, because I kind of want to just get rid of this 40 points so I can keep on collecting balls. I don't like being maxed out on balls sometimes. I'm going to try to score. I don't know if I can or not. And we're just probably like a couple of seconds, maybe even like 1 second away from perhaps scoring there. So we're going to go ahead and mark a bunch of people. And now, oh yeah, gosh, now they're ganking. So that was a perfect gank by our opponents right there. It was a 4-on-3 or 4-on-2 right there. And the Venusaur is pressuring their Wiggly as well. So so it looks like our enemies is going to probably take the Dread at the bottom. There's probably not much we can do there. So I'm actually going to go bottom and see if I can at least save a teammate, perhaps. No one needs my help. So I kind of head towards bottom, but I'm pretty sure Dread's going to be taken pretty soon. I try to take at least some farm and then get out of there if I can. That's why having Night Slash is huge, because it's an extra move to kind of dash away. And what is that? Is that their Ziora trying to gank all by himself? So we're gonna go ahead and actually get some kills here, believe it or not. So we took out one of them, or we took out the Ziora, the super aggressive. I'm gonna pursue this Blastoise. We have to get this kill, and we do, you guys. We get the kill on the Blastoise with the help of the Mammal Swine, and we're gonna go ahead top now. There's 3 enemies down, so we might have a chance at taking Rotom. So let's go ahead and head top. I'm calling for teammates to kind of gather here. I'm not going to focus on the farm. I'm just going to focus on getting up top as soon as I can. Help out that Venusaur, because we need the Rotom. We just gave up the Dread, right? And we got there just in time because the Crustle and Ziora approached, and we were able to somewhat save it. Nope, couldn't save it. Venusaur I thought maybe would retreat, but instead he kind of hung around a little bit to try to do damage with the petal dance, petal dance, and we're quickly approached by the Lucario, and we couldn't get away. So I don't blame my tank. I think in that situation, retreating was definitely the better move. And now we see the opponent is fighting five man, you guys, and they're gonna wipe us out at the top. So we're looking in rough shape right now. Charizard and Wiggly land on them at a perfect time to deal a bunch of damage right there. And I'm gonna hop on this bandwagon too. So let's see if we can do some damage right here. Watch this, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and Night Slash, Psycho Cut, everything that moves, you guys. We've already marked the Crustle. I'm trying to pursue the Crustle right here the best I can. Crustle, I believe, does have Shell Smash, this one. Oh no, it has Rock Tomb, excuse me. So we're gonna go ahead and take it out, so even better. So if it has Shell Smash, it definitely would have gone away, but since it didn't, we were able to take it out. And we're about to cut off the Venusaur, but our help wasn't needed. But that just shows you, like, looking at the mini-map is very important, because you want to constantly see what you can do to help out your teammates, right? So right now, I think we might be still ahead, actually, believe it or not, because you look at the goals. Actually, no, we're behind, excuse me. We're behind because our enemy actually has 2 goals still up. So we're actually behind. We need to take Zapdos. As you see right there, we're struggling, but not really that much. I feel like we're probably within 100. So we're going to head mid and see what's going on here. I see a lot of action. There's Crustle. Running interference. I want to see if we can get that man advantage, right? Try to get the first kill. Not only did we get the first kill, we got the first 2 kills. No, we got the first 3 kills. And now that's when it becomes more of like, oh man, everything's just going downhill now for the enemy. So I go down, but there's only one enemy left, and we take him out, and we take out Zapdos, and that's game right there. So the goal I mentioned earlier was always make sure that you get that first kill and get the man advantage, right? Always attack the Pokemon that has the least health first. And ideally, if you could take out their tank, that would be lovely, but tanks are usually the toughest one to take out, so I always suggest taking out their weakest Pokemon, the one with usually have the lowest defense, or the one that has maybe the most balls, or the ones that have the lowest health. So make sure that you get the man advantage. I'm actually going to just hang around. I went mid for a second just to see if I can maybe save one of my teammates, but it looks like, I don't know what's going on. I feel like Wiggly is kind of like trying to figure out whether Wiggly should be trying to help out his teammate or whether Wiggly should just be retreating. I would actually just retreat, and that's what I try to tell Wiggly there to gather here instead, but Wiggly kind of hung around. There's a Lucario trying to sneak in a score. It would be tough because Lucario had 34 points. And then Venusaur trying to sneak in a score, and I'm going to go ahead and help out with this Mamoswine and try to take it out and see how... And I actually retreat here for a second because the last thing you want to do is die, right? Because if you die, you give your opponent a bunch of extra balls right in front of the goal. So my goal there was just not to die. If the Venusaur scores, the Venusaur scores, but it's not going to get more balls for me at least. So we're going to go ahead and take out another enemy right here, taking out the Blastoise. And I think that's a GG's. And once again, hitting level 15, you guys. That's your job as the mid laner. As we see right there, the final score looking pretty good, 424 to 313. We had to take out Zapdos to get the win. And that's exactly what we did. Let's take a quick look at the stats on this one. See what we have. Yeah, we led the team in kills, which is not really surprising. Absol will do a ton of damage, getting a lot of kills down the stretch. So thank you so much, you guys. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this double feature of Absol. I'll be running other moves with it, along with other new Pokemon really soon. So if you can, drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the Pogo Science channel. And I will catch you guys all next time. Take care, everyone.